Why do we compare ourselves to others? There is another important lesson that many people don't realize until much later in life. Comparison often steals the joy of the present moment. Think about this for a second. Have you ever achieved something you had been working toward for a long time? Maybe you passed an important exam, got your first job, learned a new language, or finally reached a personal goal. For a brief moment, you felt proud of yourself, but then you looked at someone else. Perhaps they received a higher score. Perhaps they earned more money. Perhaps they reached the same goal much faster. Suddenly, your own achievement didn't feel special anymore. Nothing about your success had changed. The only thing that changed was where your attention went. Instead of celebrating your own progress, you started measuring it against someone else's. This happens more often than we realize. Our happiness should come from recognizing how far we have come, not from constantly checking whether someone else is ahead of us. Imagine climbing a mountain. You stop for a moment to enjoy the beautiful view. The fresh air feels wonderful, and you are proud of how far you have climbed. Then you notice another climber who is already much closer to the top. Instead of enjoying the view, you become disappointed. You forget that just a few hours ago, you were standing at the bottom of the mountain. Life works in exactly the same way. Sometimes we become so focused on people who are ahead of us that we forget how much progress we have already made. One of the best habits you can develop is keeping track of your own growth. Instead of asking yourself, "Am I better than someone else?" Ask, "Am I better than I was last year?" Maybe 1 year ago you were afraid to speak English. Today you can understand videos, read books, and have conversations. That is real progress. Maybe last year you didn't believe in yourself. Today you are taking small steps toward your dreams. That is also success. Growth is not always dramatic. Most of the time, it happens quietly. It happens every time you choose to study instead of giving up. It happens every time you apologize after making a mistake. It happens every time you become a little more patient, a little more confident, or a little more understanding. These small moments may seem unimportant today, but together, they create the person you will become in the future. Success is not built in one day, it is built one decision at a time. Another helpful habit is learning to celebrate other people's success. At first, this may sound difficult. If someone achieves something you wanted, you may naturally feel disappointed. However, remember this. Another person's success is not your failure. There is enough opportunity for everyone. When your friend succeeds, it does not mean you cannot succeed too. In fact, surrounding yourself with hardworking and positive people often helps you become better. Instead of feeling jealous, ask questions. How did they achieve their goal? What habits help them improve? What can you learn from their experience? People who continue learning are people who continue growing. The goal is not to copy someone else's life. The goal is to discover the best version of your own life. You have your own talents, your own personality, your own experiences, your own dreams. No one else in the world has lived exactly the same life as you. That makes your journey valuable. So don't rush. Don't compare your chapter 2 with someone else's chapter 20. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep believing that your efforts will make a difference. Every small step matters. Every lesson matters. Every challenge teaches you something valuable. One day, you will look back and realize that the person you wanted to become was created by all those small decisions you made every single day. And perhaps the greatest lesson of all is this: your value does not depend on being better than someone else. Your value comes from being true to yourself, treating others with kindness, and continuing to grow every day. When you stop comparing yourself with everyone around you, you finally have the freedom to become the person you are always meant to be. Before we finish today's lesson, I'd like you to remember one simple idea. You don't need to have the fastest journey. You don't need to have the most expensive things. You don't need to become someone else to have a meaningful life. The only thing you need to do is keep moving forward. Learn something new. Help someone. Be grateful. Take care of yourself. And become a little better every day. Because in the end, life is not about winning against other people. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope this lesson has helped you improve not only your English, but also the way you think about yourself. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another lesson from Channie English. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever compared yourself to someone else? What did you learn from that experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Keep learning. And I'll see you in the next lesson. This is Channie English. See you next time. Goodbye.